What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training. Today we're going to be breaking down how to run a streak versus outside leverage, okay? Or a fade route or a go route, whatever your guys' terminology is. But we're going to talk about how you guys can do this with an inside release when the DB is outside shade. So I hope this video helps you guys out, teaches you a few new things about route running and just how you guys can structure your overall routes. But also, fellas, if you want to get access to an ultimate wide receiver training package bundle deal, check out that very first link in the description for our ultimate wide receiver training package. What you'll get access to is a full 28-day wide receiver gym training schedule. So it's all the specific exercises wide receivers need to do in the gym to improve their speed, explosiveness, power, strength, all the above. And you'll get access to a full booklet where we break down all aspects of the wide receiver position. So I hope you guys can check that out. It's the very first link in the description below. Package deal. Get one of these programs or get both of these programs for the price of one. Hope you guys could check that out. Let's get started with this first video. So now we're looking at Doug Baldwin come off the line here, and he kind of works this almost like diamond release, if you will, and runs this fade route with an inside release. So the common mistake that a lot of people say is that, oh, when you run a fade route, when you run a go route, you have to take an outside release. No matter what you do, you have to go outside. You have to go outside. You can never run an inside release because you'll go run into these safeties, right? Which is partly true, but if this DB is taking away the outside, it's just as bad as running this thing off to the inside. So when I come off here, Doug Baldwin, he says it a lot in interviews with him where he talks about that a lot of the times his releases were reactionary. He's trying to get a read on this DB. So he comes off the line of scrimmage and he bursts to the outside. And what do you think that DB is going to do? He's going to keep his leverage to the outside because pre-snap, he's lined up outside shade. So when we have an outside shade DB, usually what does that mean? That usually means that he's got help to the inside. He wants me to go to the inside. He doesn't want me to get outside of him. So to create some space for myself, where do you think I have to attack? I have to attack to his outside. I have to try to threaten him because anytime you attack a DB's leverage, he's going to keep his leverage because that's what he's taught specifically to do. So you see when Baldwin comes off the line, he attacks that leverage outside. This DB wants to keep his leverage outside. Now think about this. If Doug Baldwin would have forced the outside release, what so many people teach is that, oh, you want to just go to the outside no matter what. This DB would get right into his hip. He'd force him to the sideline, and he'd have probably a yard, maybe less, from the sideline where it's out of bounds, right? And that's an impossible throw for this quarterback, especially when you have such a good matchup like a guy like Doug Baldwin, who's a great route runner, against any DB who's in man coverage, right? If you got any kind of one-on-one situation, we want to exploit that as a quarterback, but we got to rely on our receivers to get open and create separation. So he does a good job of taking the inside release here. So now when you take an inside release on a fade route like this is where everybody gets all pissed off when you take an inside release, is that you don't restack. You'll keep drifting over towards the middle and you end up covering yourself because they got safeties over there, right? When a DB's outside shade, he's outside shade for a reason. Like we were saying, he's got safety help to the inside. So I got to make sure I do everything that I can at this specific spot to restack and get back over that defender and get to that like red line. You'll see it a lot in like in NFL like practices, like you check out training camp, like on the field they'll have a regular field mapped out 100 yards, but they'll have a red line. That's kind of the aiming point for a wide receiver, and that's that spot where that quarterback can fade you outside between the numbers and the sideline, okay? So that's the spot that we want to get to. We want to get back on that red line. That's exactly what Doug Baldwin does. So make sure, fellas, anytime we do that, we make sure if we take an inside release, we make sure that we're doing whatever we can to restack and get back over the top. We cannot drift to the inside where that DB has help. Now, again, great job by Baldwin finishing the play as well. Being late with his hands, that's something that we talk about a lot, not letting that DB make a play on those hands. Being late, going up and get that thing, tracking it all the way into your hands. That's also very important with this fade route. And when you have an outside shade DB and you got to run that fade, do not force it. Set him up outside. Try to move him off that platform. Take what he gives you, but do the best we can to restack and get back over the top. Let's watch the thing again, full speed one more time. Great job by Baldwin reading this DB, seeing that he doesn't have the outside release, taking the inside release, doing whatever he can to restack, and then making this play downfield. Great route. All right, guys, if you have not heard, we are going to be in the Arizona area on October 2nd and October 3rd for a quarterback and wide receiver training clinic. Hope you guys could check that out. It's the second link in the description below. If you guys are local to the Arizona area, it's a great opportunity for you guys to come out, get some great work in, fellas. So again, second link in the description. It's a 3-hour quarterback and wide receiver in-season training clinic. We'll be bringing out a speed coach as well to help you guys with your 40-yard dash time, running mechanics, and I myself will obviously be there working with quarterback mechanics and wide receiver route running techniques, okay? So second link in that description below. And again, if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever it may be, leave those in the comments below. I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. It's always great to hear feedback from you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.